Okay. How's everyone doing today? Ooh, this light is awfully harsh.
Hey. Yeah, we got a lot going on this side, but we're gonna work with it. I think my camera looks a little dirty too. It's not a lot.
Yeah. Are
Looks
you
like
in a local production of MAME with Lucille Ball?
Hold on, wait a minute. Sorry, y'all. You said was I in a local production of MAME?
A MAME, because every shot with Lucille Ball was very soft focus.
No, listen, I was channeling my Drag Race season 1.
Season 1. Okay, very good.
Right. Channeling Drag Race season 1. And what was it? How'd she say it? Rue, why you always look so damn blurry, girl?
Right.
So, yes. Hey,
Hey, y'all. How's everyone doing today? It is so good to see y'all. Doing? Girl, let me tell you, it was a weeky week. So we're going to go over our weeky weeks, and then we get to do, the fun gay shit that we love to do, which is what?
Listen.
Talk about fashion.
All right. Listen, I'm here for every motherfucking thing that was going on in this fashion situation that we just had recently. So we're gonna talk about that. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay.
Okay.
Right. But to start everything off, how was the week? Do we have to go through that? Do we need to? Because baby.
Bitch. All right, so
please
back in what is going on here? Okay, so back in March, they told us that there were going to be some rifts. RIF means reduction in force. Yep. So that's government speak for layoff. And so they said it was going to happen the first week in March. And, I had already talked about how they started letting some people go at very senior levels, including my VP, as well as the fucking CEO of the company. And so yesterday, that was when all of the layoffs started happening. So, everybody was walking around on pins and needles. And I was like,
ow, hit my goddamn toe.
They were like, Brian, you got that deliverable? I don't know, bitch. Ask me on Wednesday. Because if y'all about to lay me off, I'll be damned if I'm gonna be working hard. Because baby, the way that I sat around yesterday and slow walked everything, I got my little, I have finally got my office together. So I got my cute little chair in the corner and everything for relaxation when, so you know how you're working, But then, sometimes I'm gonna take this meeting because they gave me a tablet and everything. So I was like, let me just take this meeting from the chair. But I was like, girl, I'm not gonna work too hard because if y'all about to lay me off, don't, because I'm not one of those girls. Because what they do is they tell you that you have 2 weeks. You can either come to work for those 2 weeks or you can leave. You still gonna get paid. So I don't know who was doing that, but yeah. Mm-hmm. So that all happened yesterday and into today, and today we also had my regular team meeting. I had to take over for somebody who got let go for other reasons a couple of weeks ago. So I had the meeting today, and then afterwards, one of the PM is like, "Hey Brian, can we talk after this?" And her tone was like, "Oh, so I'm about to be taken to the woodshed." Bitch, I'm not afraid of that. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. Honey, let's just be clear where we stand in the organization. But anyway, she manages some of the PMs that work on my project. She was like, so-and-so said that, sometimes you talk to him in a way that he doesn't appreciate and thinks is very unprofessional. And I said, if he got a problem with the way that I interact with him, it's because he doesn't know how to do his job. And she just sat there like in stunned silence because I don't think she expected me to say that. She was like, I know you have ways that you talk to people, because she's part of the problem too, because she's also one of the people that I'm talking about, but she also manages somebody else. I said, he doesn't know how to do his job. He doesn't know anything. If there is ever a question that I ask him about his project, he does not know the answer. And then I started giving examples. Yesterday, we were talking about a procurement that he is supposed to be managing. He walked through this process that is not the Amtrak way. So he, one, doesn't know how procurements actually function at Amtrak, despite having been here for 6 months. And two, he made that shit up on the fly in front of a bunch of people. And then, of course, when he finishes talking, the guy that works for me on my team teed it up to me. He was like, hey, Brian, is that how we actually do procurements? Softball. And I said, no, that is absolutely not how we do procurements at Amtrak. We do not do multi-million-dollar procurements by email approvals because, one, that is a violation of the FAR. Two, it makes us ripe for an audit. And three, all procurements above a certain level have to have an audit trail. And an email is not an audit trail. All I was asking him for was the procurement number that maps it through the system, because apparently he can't check in the system to see where it is. He was like, that hasn't been generated. I was like, so there's no way that a $2 million procurement can just be, oh, hey, Epic, we need to buy this
hanging
shit
out
$2 million.
There
no. The way he was making it sound,
nothing attached to it, like no number, no direction, no receipts. Nothing.
No, he was making it sound like I said to you, hey, Epic, we want to buy $2 million worth of shit. Is this okay with you? And you was like, hey, Brian, yeah, go ahead and buy it. It's cool. Like, no, girl, that's in a fucking system. And the system, by definition, has on is the PR number. And then he's like, oh, well, I don't have any of that information. I was like, you know what? Just tell me who you're working with in procurement. And then he did it. So he was pissed off that I called his ass out in front of the people because he is 3 weeks behind on this stuff. And it is a $2 million procurement. So there is, I know, because I know I'm freezing, Grace, because it's this, I was downloading all this shit for the gala, and, she's slowing stuff up. So it's taking a moment to catch up. But anyway, he was pissed off because he wasn't doing his job. And before I actually talked to her about him, somebody else on the team said, remember, there are no code reds at Amtrak. And I was like, I don't believe in code reds. I do soap in the towel.
Well, wait a minute. Hold up.
Full Metal Jacket.
Because I was like, bitch, what's the code red? Like, now, bitch, listen, I know so.
You know the code red from A Few Good Men.
Child, I don't remember. I've seen that movie several times, but I don't remember what that means.
So basically, the two Marines didn't follow directions, so they basically were beaten, and then they ended up dying. And so this guy was like, "Yeah, just remember," he was joking. Remember, there are no code reds at this company. I was like, of course not. I don't,
Just
soap in the towel, because the soap in the towel doesn't leave marks.
What actually it can, if you use something that's circular like an orange or a lemon, it actually doesn't leave any bruises. So
Gotcha. So you've heard. But anyway, so that was that. And so there was nobody at the office today because everybody was still reeling from all of the shit that went on. And so of course I'm just like, girl. So I'm talking to this woman on the phone, and I wasn't getting loud per se, but I didn't care who heard me. I was like, the reason that so-and-so is having a problem because so-and-so doesn't do their job. Then, of course, the other guy, the one that teed me up yesterday, he's sitting there just laughing because this is the same shit that we've said. And apparently other people have said the same thing about him. And then, of course, so, they laid a bunch of people off, and a lot of those people did need to go because they weren't doing anything or adding to the bottom line or carrying their weight. But then they left some people on the books, and I was like, this is how I know this shit was random. Y'all didn't. I don't know that they used good metrics to make it. But listen, I survived. I'm about to get a shirt that says I survived the purge. And that's that. So then, other than that, so Saturday I went to see Thunderbolts, which was really good.
Really?
It was something to do on Saturday. I had that AMC premiere shit, so I get a discount. So for the IMAX at the matinee at 1:00, it was the shit was only $14 for me.
Well, but like $14,
$30 for the snacks. But yeah. But I know this recording is janky.
Listen, it very well could be what you got going on over there. It very well could be Xfinity, because Xfinity lately we've had a couple of power outages and just issues with Xfinity just in general. So I don't know. It very well could be both, because I think you're on Verizon and I'm Xfinity, but it is what it is at this point. But if it gets too bad, y'all, just let us know. I don't know how we can change it, but at least we're cognizant of it. So you still frozen? Am I still there?
Hold up with you are. It's all of these resources that are being used to manage this thing. So that's why we're not going to do any videos or anything. So yeah, so I saw Thunderbolts on Saturday, and then Sunday I got in.
So wait a minute. So let me back up. Wait, I got a question. So were you a comic book kid? Like, that was for me with X-Men and Marvel and all that type of stuff. That's how, for me, my cousin was, which got me into the comic books. And I was never a comic book kid where I would go and
I didn't like comic books at all.
But I'm thinking the Thunderbolts were like a Marvel team, I thought.
It is a Marvel comic, but I never read any of the comics. So until they started talking about the movie named The Thunderbolts, I had never heard of the Thunderbolts before, because I don't really, I like the movies. I never really watched comics, and then whatever or read comics, and in the little bit that I did when I was like in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade was all DC stuff. Well, not all, because I did it was all DC, because it was Batman and Superman.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So, and then on Sunday, I got invited to participate in this body positive photo shoot.
Yeah, listen. So when it got on my timeline, I was laughing because I was at, I think, was it karaoke or something? I was with Deviant, and he was like, we both were looking through our things, and I saw the post, and I was like, what the fuck? And then Deviant was like, why the fuck is Dominguez ass always out somewhere naked with somebody in his shit? And I was thinking the same thing. I was like, what the fuck is he doing now?
You're welcome. So more pictures are coming out for that, and then they have an event Memorial Day weekend that Saturday. So after we leave our event, well, the event that we're going to support, then I'm going to go to the overhang event, and that is going to be my shit. And I'm depending. I saw that Cedric is going to be several places Memorial Day weekend, so that's the only thing I'm really putting any energy into going to.
So listen,
Depending on how the crowd is looking, because I'm not so pressed that I'm going to stand in line either for very long or be in a spot that has 10 billion people inside a space designed to hold 5 billion.
That part is, I get that, all of that, but this is Memorial Day has always been Memorial Day was my actual introduction to DC. So this is how I feel like I got to know everybody, come down. So and then it's changed for me over the years because I just kind of got tired of the crowd because it was, I guess I can say the muggles, the muggles that I used to hang out with all the time. It became a lot because it became very catty and shit. And so when I switched over to hanging out with the BBP crowd, the Big Boy Pride crowd, I started having so much more fun, and it was just like organically, like just fun. So for this weekend, for Memorial Day weekend, baby, I'm booked for BBP. So I'm gonna do all the stuff that we said we're gonna do as far as like the Onyx or whatever, show up for that. Baby, I am booked. I got BBP stuff to go to, and I'm going to every single one of those events because I always have a motherfucking ball when I go. Baby, I am going.
Well, maybe I'll tag along to some of those because other than that, I intended to stay home for the weekend.
Yeah,
but I do want to start going out, and we know you are the social butterfly.
You know what? I am really no longer the social butterfly. I know the people who are.
That wasn't a read or nothing.
No. I didn't take it as that. But listen. I am accepting the fact that I'm no longer the social butterfly, and I'm okay with that. But I happen to know the people that are the social butterflies. So at this particular point, I will rely on my good Brista. Me and I will be like Deviant, because he is the BBP poster child, the VIP, the mayor, if you will. So I'm like, listen. Tell me what time the fun begins, where we need to be, what's the dress like, what's going on. That's all I need to know, and I'm showing up. So, but yes, I will gladly make sure that you have all the information I have, and we can do whatever we're going to do. Excellent. But to be clear, I'm going to be, listen, I will be heavily medicated.
That's a shock.
I mean...
So other than that, and so tomorrow we are heading down to Florida for a nice weekend getaway, and guess who is already 100% packed? All I got to do.
It's not me.
Oh, it's me. It's
not
me. So if you can't find me, and I have all of my clothes except for one little bag in a carry-on bag. So I'm carrying on. I'm not checking any luggage. I have a piece that's going to go up, and a piece that's going to go up. In the overhead, and one is going to go under.
That's the plan.
No, it's done. I'm packed. Like the bag is packed up, zipped down, everything is done. My toiletries are in the 1 quart size bag. Now she's stuffed to the gills, but it's all of that. All of the liquid toiletries are in the 1 quart size bag. That's all done. I got a list of tickets. I always got to stop because I got to get like distilled water and whatever. And I figure I'll just buy some, a little travel size toothpaste there. But yes, bitch, I am packed and ready to go.
Baby, listen. So this is going to segue into, baby, listen. This week has been a hellified friggin' week. Baby, the Black Degree Factory, we got all that. It is, when I say the shit has hit the fan, this is one of those times where when you work at the Black Degree Factory, baby, you be sitting there saying like, God, I wish I'd have taken off. I wish I wasn't here. I wish I could just get right past this. I am exhausted. I'm going to tell you that my day starts, even if I don't start at 8:30, when I get to the area where I'm seeing students, which is at 10, from the moment I walk in the door, It is nonstop, one after the other, after the other, after the other. If you didn't go to the bathroom, you ain't going then. If you didn't get nothing to eat, you ain't going then. If you ain't getting something to drink, you ain't going then. One after the other, after the other. I looked around at when I sat down today at 10:06, and I looked up again. It was 4:04. And at that point, I made myself get up and go downstairs to the bathroom and stand there and get myself a cup of coffee and then come on back upstairs. And I felt bad because it took so long. However, when I got back upstairs, again, it was another line. So it's like, okay, listen, these babies are, I can't even blame the babies for a lot of this stuff. I will also say that administratively, there are some things that we just have not planned properly for. Part of that is the implementation of this new system. Part of that is this is going to be the first, not the first go around with registration and graduation, all type of stuff, but it is the first time with the biggest graduation, I should say. So the amount of people that are coming through, the issues, the balances, the scholarships, the processing, the fact that we're short staffed, all of this is making for the perfect storm for aggravation, exhaustion, and probably for some people even quitting. So let's be clear, it's just really? that bad. It is that bad. Like I'm not trying to, and listen, Grace, please let me know if I'm exaggerating, if I'm not doing something right, baby. Listen, because Grace is in the mix and she's understanding what's going on because, she has a different viewpoint than I do. But now she sees a similar viewpoint because we, listen, I am drained. So I have these moments where we have to explain to kids that after 4 years and all this money, it boils down to, are you financially cleared? Are you academically cleared? And if you come to me, I'm going to be the one of the people that's going to try to clear you financially, or at least assist in clearing you financially, because I need to make sure that your stuff is all accounted for, paid over, everything else. But baby, when we made this move from one system to the next, we just probably in February, January-ish or whatever, brought over residual balances from the old system and notified the students then. But the reason these kids were able to get registered in the fall, because we pushed the balances to the side. We allowed them to register. So they just thought that these balances from prior to the fall had just disappeared. Well, no, baby. That was the system. We were trying to make it easier for everybody because the balances weren't transferred. Okay, well, when we sent that notification out, that said prior balance notification. You're a college student. Prior balance notification. That's it.
I don't understand how people think that they can, if you don't have a scholarship, I don't understand how you think you can owe any university thousands of dollars and it just go away. Because I'm certain, like you said, the letter says deferred or some other shit, or we're going to let you pay this, but you still owe this, it's still on your account. We just going to override that to let you register. So I don't know how they thought that they were going to walk in to fall 2024 with a $15,000 balance, and you plead poverty or whatever, and they was like, okay, girl, we're going to let you go, but you still owe this money. And now it's May for graduation, and you've made no effort to take care of this or looked at your bill or whatever, because I'm sure somewhere on there it still says $15,000.
And that's the issue. So then this is how you notice. This is how you know the motherfuckers is lying. Let's be clear. This is how you know these motherfuckers are lying. If you come in and you say, I'm trying to financially clear myself. Oh, okay. Well, here's my screenshot right here. Right here in the system, it shows that this is zero balance because it says zero balance right here. Right here, right here, right here. But I am in the bursar's office as well as financial aid. Like we're here so we can see your balance. I just want you to know that. But the fact that you are trying to bring my attention to this damn balance that says zero, and then we have to say to them, listen, baby, guess what? Congratulations. You do have a zero balance for this year, for the fall and for the spring, because you've paid that balance. But remember in the fall when you were allowed to register and you couldn't understand how you were allowed to register because you had a balance? Remember then that balance that you had from that prior, that balance has never been touched. And when we set that notification that says prior balance notification, you owe us that money. So right here, right now, this is how much you owe because we can't clear you because you owe this amount of money. And you would think that these small balances, because they always come when they say we have a small balance. What the fuck is a small balance? In my mind, if you say a small balance, you're saying a couple dollars, couple $100, maybe even $1,000, maybe. And I'm stretching. Yeah, like I'm stretching with 2. But these babies is coming into this office with 12, 15, 17, 21. And the highest balance that I've seen, $52,000.
So have they ever paid for their school at all?
And you want me to lift this hole so you can graduate? You want me
because if you do, the Black Degree Factory will never see even one red cent because I wouldn't. Because, bitch, I'm telling you right now, that if you let me graduate. Now, but here's the thing, though. What are they asking to do? Because they can still walk across the stage if they want to. They're just not going to actually.
See, that's the thing. See, that's the thing. But see, So there have been several changes. Yes, they can walk across the stage. So the reason we're clearing them is so they can get their tickets for their family to come to the ceremony. Because they do ceremonies where it's large ceremony, the one that everybody knows about, that's all up on the yard, all type of stuff. But then there's the individual ceremonies by school where they literally call your name out. Me personally, because that's not how my shit was. Because mine was the largest institution we in the city's arena or whatever, and they told everybody stand up, take a tassel turn. That's it. But at the smaller graduations, they call your name and they have this for you to walk in that department. They allow you to walk across the stage. That is the graduation that I would like to be attending. These tickets that you're trying to get cleared for right here to get these tickets for the yard, baby, that don't mean nothing. And it doesn't mean that you can't graduate. But then here's the kicker. So last January and over the summer in July, when you owe people money, you don't get stuff. So like if you owed your university or college money, you're not going to get that transcript until you paid that balance off.
Exactly. So because all of those ceremonies don't mean shit.
But hold on, that changed in July. There's a new federal reg that says we cannot deny them their transcript if they owe us a balance now. Some of these babies that have been coming in here before July, that would say, "Oh, there's a balance." Baby, when July 1st came, baby, when I tell you the registrar's office was busy. So, how do they make this happen? How do students think they can get away with it? Because all of this shit has gone down and they feel like, oh, well, I have all this power. Okay, well, listen, babe, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. You owe us this money. You can probably even go ahead and participate in the ceremony. You can walk across that stage. But let me tell you what's not going to happen. You're not going to get your final transcript. Normally, but you owe us money. That's where there's a little snafu. Because, baby, listen, you ain't complete all the requirements. Because you can get your transcript. It don't say you graduated. Listen, let me not get into all that. But this is why, and we have such a strong alum base that they decide that they're going to campaign for the kids and get them money, which is absolutely great. Absolutely great. Some of these students, they can't afford it from the beginning, their last year, like they couldn't afford it. But then the problem is, if y'all gonna be giving out these thousands and thousands of dollars, please don't give us a list of these scholarships, of these students you're gonna give us a scholarship for the last 2 weeks of the semester. No, baby, don't do that.
Right.
There's almost 15,000 students that are here. Well, 13 and some change, whatever. But still, hello. Even if you gave it to half of them, our scholarship staff is 3 people.
Right.
One of them can't do what the other 2 do. So you got somebody get ready to touch 75, 85, 90, 10,000 students all by hand to put this stuff in. Okay. And then you want to know why you sitting there at the last minute, why people don't have it, why the students are upset. Okay. Listen, this is where we are. But the other part of that is if we keep lifting these balances at the beginning of the semester, that's why these kids they want to play these games. No. The only thing the biggest way to stop them.
Remember when we had a whole conversation why our super fan group is called Stunt Queens, because we all would have stunted just like that. I mean, we're much older now, but baby, if we were 30, 40 years, 35 years younger, and we was in the same position, I'd be like, girl, they let me register for the semester.
Baby, I'd have had my email, my phone, I said all of that. I'd have had all that. This is what I document. Listen, and I've shared with. Listen, I'm not gonna say the stunt queen, but listen, this is a stunt queen right here. Because baby, listen, that graduation for me, baby, I was like, I'll carry the one. Okay, stop. Okay, listen, it was a whole production, but guess what? It got done, and I was finished. So that's where we are. But again, the flip side to preventing these kids from getting their transcripts is for graduation, baby, you can't walk unless you have a 0 balance. So that's where the conundrum is, and the issue. It's just a lot of bullshit. It is a lot. And then the kids get in front of you because you're telling them at the last minute, oh, by the way, this $4,500 balance, you still owe that. So what am I supposed to do? You telling me now for graduation, what am I supposed to do? Baby, I am the messenger, and I'm just going to tell you the message. This is why I can't clear you to get these tickets. So you need to, well, who can I talk to? Well, baby, everybody in this line that's in front of you.
You are talking to the right person. You should have come to me much earlier than this. What am I supposed to do now?
Listen, and even at that point, all I can tell you is, well, baby, do you have some outside scholarship somewhere? You don't? Okay, well, listen, let me tell you what your options are. You can do loans, private or federal. And listen, don't graduate in the fall and think you're going to walk in the spring, but you got to balance. And now you want to come back and try to get aid? Baby, you're no longer a student. I can't even fudge your stuff because you're not a part of this academic year anymore. You're done as of January. Spring don't mean shit to you. You just walking in the ceremony. I had to have that conversation with somebody. I had to have a conversation with somebody about SAT. You're not making satisfactory academic progress. You only have at least a 2.0, and you ain't completed 70% of your motherfucking credits to graduate. I mean, for the academic year, and you think you're gonna graduate? The fuck? But then I'm wrong when I tell them no. I'm wrong when I tell them no.
All right, girl. So what we need to do is get you a margarita. So what time is your flight land? You never responded to the text yesterday.
Because I've been fucking accosted by all these motherfucking kids every day. 12:30, I think is when it. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I leave at 12:30. Let me see. I think I land at 3 something.
Oh, so all y'all get here except for Seder at the same time.
Yeah,
so y'all should circle up and then Uber over to the house.
It's like 3 something I get in or whatever. But I got to look at, because I have mine is not a direct flight. It's a layover and other stuff. But I think it says 3 o'clock. I got to look at it just to make sure. But I know my flight leaves, and I got to leave out of Whistler. I got to go all the way out to Dallas. But I'm fine with it. Listen, it's okay.
Oh, girl, make sure you got your passport.
It's okay.
Oh, speaking of which, do you have a real ID?
I got my passport, sure, and my driver's license. What?
What is your real ID? Is your driver's license real ID?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm just making sure you understand what I'm saying. That it's real ID compliant. That's all I'm saying.
No. I get it. When I went to go renew my license, it is the real ID. It's the pink. It's the real ID. Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure we were saying the same thing.
Yes. No. And your passport.
Not real as in, is it an authentic ID? Is it real as in real ID compliant?
That is correct. And even the passport is real ID. I don't
travel with my passport unless I'm going internationally. So I was just making sure, because I don't want to get a call from you. It was like, and these bitches won't let me on this motherfucker. I'd have been like, first of all, Mr. Epic, you know I love you very much. I really do. We will have a margarita in your honor. We will save your room. And when you get on another flight, just let us know. And we will pick you up then. Until then, we will talk to you soon.
Baby, listen, even if something like that happened tomorrow, would I be pissed? Absolutely. But I bring my black ass right the fuck on home and sit the fuck down.
True.
As much as I would like, listen, I won't be going to work. I'm not going to answer no calls.
Well, of course not. I'd have sat my ass right at home. You'll be all right. They'll be all right. All right, let's see if we can do this right. So I want to add this person to the stage, and then I want to, what do I want to do? I want to do this one as a solo layout. Then let's see, how can I share content on using this one?
So I think, so that's the other, you should be sharing your, if you share it, it should pop up, I believe.
So what I want to do is I am sharing. I am in the stream now. So I want to see, I invited the studio as a, so I'm just on my tablet because the aspect ratio is better so we can see the thing here. But you know what? I am going to.
And you know what? The other thing is, unless it's really pulling that much of bandwidth, we can, we can go to the site and share. I mean, it's whatever.
So I've got a PowerPoint. But the PowerPoint only has 70 some slides when there's listen, it's going to be what it's going to be. I'm not going to worry about it. All right.
Yeah, I mean, listen, who the boss gonna fire us? The fuck? This is our fucking show. We love y'all. And listen, you on the screen by yourself. I ain't on there. What's going on?
Oh, because I did a solo layout. Sorry. There we go.
Got you. See, it's always
see how the kids do. See how the kids do you. We thought this was a partnership.
Always the Dina in a group. That's it. See? Right. See, this is exactly how my ass got left out of motherfucking margaritas in Atlanta. But okay, whatever.
Oh, here we go with this bullshit. All right. Can you see that?
Absolutely.
All right.
So, and ladies and gentlemen, listen. Before we even start, we're gonna go ahead and give Dominion a round of applause because these PowerPoints, listen, they look great when they get finished. Baby, they're a little aggravating at times. So listen, I don't even know what the hell we're gonna go on, but baby, I'm giving him all the applause for putting this together because baby, I was not in the headspace to do this today. It's
clear. Totally fine. That's why it's a partnership. So we want to talk about the Met Gala, which happened, the Met Gala on Monday. And I want to be clear because some people are like, oh, conspicuous consumerism. I want you to understand that everybody that attended the Met Gala either paid $75,000 out of their pocket or had somebody pay it for them as a donation to the Costume Institute. So this is a fundraiser for the Costume Institute.
And also, there were people that bought tables that were $350,000.
Right. And so all of that money goes to, so this is a museum. This is a gala to support a museum, which happens all the fucking time. All the time. It just so happens that this one is televised and, photographed because of the clientele and everything. But it's just, a standard gala that you might see. So the theme for this year was Superfine Tailoring Black Style, which was a celebration of Black dandyism and the history of Black menswear. It was inspired by the work of Monica L. Miller and her book, Slaves to Fashion, Black Dandyism and the Styling of Black Diasporic Identity. So the dress code for the event, the brief, was tailored for you, which encouraged interpretation of menswear and tailoring with a personal touch. So remember that. Tailoring for you, encouraging interpretation of menswear and tailoring with a personal touch.
Absolutely.
All right. So first, this is Monica Miller. She wrote the book, so we're going to give her a pass.
Listen, that baby she was busy with that PowerPoint presentation because I see Lola was in there talking about, I got to do a PowerPoint for work and I want to cry. Lola, if you need help, baby, listen, reach out. We can.
Let me tell you. So what you do for a PowerPoint is you establish the template. So you do this first image, and then you just keep replacing the same fucking picture.
Yeah, it is cut and paste. But anyway, we can talk about that.
Yeah, we can hook you up. So first up is a few of the co-chairs. So this is Coleman Domingo in Valentino. So he walked in the blue outfit on the left, and then the outfit on the right was the reveal that was underneath this. And it's cute. And I think it's the style is giving.
But okay, so here's the thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
At first glance, it doesn't look like much. But here's the thing: you have to zoom in on the details. The details of this is the mixtures of all the plaids and fabrics and designs. That is the detailing, because even inside of
that's the dandyism,
right? Even inside his brooch, this is what made this like a stellar outfit for him and for anybody that would have worn it. It was a great outfit.
Lola said they would have appreciated an outfit in either silver or blue to match the coat. I get that there's no real connection in either the color or the fabric or any of the motifs between the overcoat and the look under. They both look good separately, but there's not a connection to them.
Yeah. Okay.
And I respect that.
I see that. Like, okay.
So this is Lewis Hamilton, who is very sexy to me, in Wales Bonner. And this is cute, but I was just like, nah. I mean, he's got the little detail down the side here, but other than that, it's just a nice suit. This does not say dandy, if anything, because baby, I had a suit just like this in blue in 1990 something.
So listen, what I will say about Lewis Hamilton, this young man, every single year he purchases a table, and every single year he purchases a table for people or things that are inspiring to him. Yes. And so I think this year it was for the Black women. I think he said women in his life that have made a difference or something like, or Black women that had made a difference in his life or whatever. And he invited several people. Like he invited I want to say like Regina King. I'm not sure if it was Kerry Washington, but he invited a couple different, like 5 different females to sit at the table. He purchased a table for them. So listen, this race car driver right here, or is he former race car driver? But listen,
I think he's a current race car driver, but yes.
Yeah, it works. Like I'm gonna go ahead and listen. Them pockets is long, so that's what I'm gonna say.
That part. So, all right. So next is Pharrell, who was another co-chair, and Helen Lash, this woman in Louis Vuitton. So the details in this jacket are fab, but the jacket itself is meh, and this is slightly better than that shit that Kanye's ex-wife wore that time. At least she ain't out here naked, but I feel like it's like it's not finished. Like she ran out of ideas, so let me just throw on a leather bikini and a jacket and come out the house.
Yeah, like it doesn't. So let me say this: I think it probably would have gave what it's supposed to have gave if it was somebody with a whole lot of body, possibly.
Yeah, maybe.
But that's all I got. I'm reaching. I know. The stockings are cute. That's all I got.
All right. So this is Lala Anthony in Archival Off-White by Virgil Abloh. And it's okay. So I get it's tailored for you. It's cute. It's cute-ish.
It checks the box, but
just barely for me.
Yeah, it just checks the box. Like, I think I probably would have rather have seen this very tailored black strapless jumpsuit, and that would have continued to look really nice on her, because it seems like either it's a whole jumpsuit with the white coat over it, or it's a half dress, like man one side, female one, like that sort of pant dress one side. That's what it. So I don't know. I think I would have liked it as either all as a jumpsuit or all as a dress.
Yes. So Christian Lachman is the poster child or the face of this event. So this is why he is here. So this is an interesting concept, but I feel like it's a little lazy because you'll see a lot of this where people just take a standard outfit and add a train to it.
Yeah, not so much. I'm not really I'm not feeling this. It's not checking the boxes for me. It feels very pedestrian. And while he may be the face, this is not the look that is the example as far as I'm concerned.
No, I hear that. This is Coco Jones and Manish Malhotra.
So, okay. I thought that this was on the lower end of the totem pole for me for things that I liked. This picture, however, makes me like this a little bit more.
Yeah, because I've seen some images of some of these outfits that when you zoom out and show like the whole thing, it's like, oh, okay, this is cuter than I thought it was.
Yeah, so it's kind of it still checks the box for me, but it just moves up a little bit to almost it's above checking the box. That's all I got.
Yeah. Everybody was raving over this because, like the buttons and everything go all the way down and it was like whatever. I just thought this was ugly to me. This just didn't do it for me.
Was the back out or something? I'm trying to understand because this doesn't.
Oh, the back is out. You can't see it, and there's this big, huge bow.
It doesn't really sing to me, but I mean, okay, it's all right. Zoe's not one for you. Can't tell me Zoe has always been for me not one of those fashion plates in my opinion.
ASAP Rocky and AWGE.
Child, go on to the next one.
Yeah. I thought I was,
listen,
so this is cute. This is be clear. This is cute. This is very rich white woman brunch that none of us could afford kind of whatever. And it is very tailored and it is a man suit. So it meets the brief, but it's not nearly as gaggy as I would have liked for this event based on what she's done in previous years. It's not gaggy enough for me.
And the funny thing is that first glance, when I first saw pictures of her, I thought, oh my God, this is J-Lo. I was like, this bitch is eating it up. But then I looked at it again. I said, oh my God, that isn't her. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. Right.
If it had been J-Lo, you'd be like, okay, J-Lo. But now you're like,
I'm like, okay. So I don't know if that means that I like it or I like the person or I don't like the person. I don't know what it is, but it's okay. It does what it's supposed to do for me.
Yeah.
It checks the box. It's like her and Coco Jones. I still put Coco Jones above that look above this one. But the fit is amazing.
And the gag is that Anna Swai in Dior and Cartier jewelry walked in after Zendaya did in this outfit that's it's not exactly the same because Zendaya's is fitted to a T.
It's fitted.
Listen, this is be clear. I'm sure this costs a little bit about as much as everything I have in this house. Maybe not that much, but you get my point. But this looks a little off the rack to me. It doesn't look fitted to me.
It's not tailored at all. And that's what makes Zendaya's look so because it's fitted. It is tailored really well.
Right. This is like what you bought off of the rack, and then you give it to your good gay girlfriend. And
she didn't even do that. She didn't even do that. She didn't even do that. She just said, I'm gonna wear it just like it is. It fits. It does what it's supposed to do. That's what
I'm saying. This is what you buy, and then this is what your good girlfriend turns it into.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So Lupita Nyong'o in Chanel. This is cute, but I was like, meh.
I like the color. I really thought that it was a very different color. It's a beautiful color,
and it's a beautiful color on her skin.
Yeah, and that part on top of it. So yes, that's what I do like about it.
He just looks goofy to me, and
it looks like he's going on somebody's prom as that like last minute date.
Yes, and then this just looks like a boa that is not because it. So here's the thing: it will be different if the boa was somehow attached to the ensemble. Like if it was down one side and was like a train or something, but this is literally just a feather boa thrown over his shoulder on top of a white tuxedo. With the blue collar is cute and the brooch is cute, but other than that, it's a no for me.
Yeah, it don't really do too much for me.
And the gloves look like it's just some gloves that you got, that you know the gloves that you get with the tuxedo when you go.
Is he giving Brittany Griner from? Is that what he's look? He looks like he's giving. I don't know. I feel like he looks like somebody. I don't know who it is. But okay.
Yes. So what Grace said, Usher with the Usher Boy gloves. Yes.
Come on for the Usher Boy gloves.
Now, Gigi Hadid and Miu Miu, this was supposed to be an homage to Josephine Baker. And with you, I'm not going to bother to pull it up. But if you pull up the reference image, you can see where she was going. But for whatever reason, this just looks like a boring Oscars dress.
Okay. That we'll go with that. That's what we'll go with.
I mean, it's a fine dress that if she wore that to the Oscars, she wouldn't necessarily make anybody's best dress list, but she would definitely fit right in. I just don't think it was the right look for this event. Like if this is more mimicking what Josephine Baker wore and not an homage, because if you're doing an homage, you still have to respect the theme. And so I don't think this is a respecting the theme enough. I love this with all of the pocket watches and stuff. It's giving very Zoot Suit, very 1930s, 1940. Yeah, see, you know, I'm going to give you, your time's up, see? You get it, time's up.
So I kind of like the way the jacket is fitting. But I'm trying to understand if the white is part of the outer gray jacket or if it's a jacket by itself. I kind of like a really big overcoat type of situation. Like that kind of, if that's it. But this is
coat. I think it is a white or a tan coat that is only on one shoulder, because it looks like enough material that there's like a whole other jacket, but he's only wearing it on one shoulder. So it's kind of like a train.
Okay. Yeah, it's if it was a jacket, like a really big white jacket like that, I like that idea. But okay, this is okay. This is it. It's
something.
It's a choice.
Choices.
Yeah, it's a choice.
Bad Bunny.
We're gonna skip over him.
Yeah. So again, this is she and Zendaya are going to the same brunch. Except Zendaya looks good, and I just feel like, girl, you didn't even give a shit about the theme.
So what I will say is this look on her, as far as her hair and the styling or whatever, she's giving me Fran Fine, you know, but it looks great on her, but it's very simple. Like I remember one year where Sharon Stone wore a long,
it does look like something Sharon Stone has worn.
Yeah, like a long blue skirt and like a white denim, like a white Gap shirt. And everybody was like, she broke it up. She was like, I spent like $50 on this shirt and $25 on the skirt, and like that's it. And y'all talk about it. Like it was that type of thing.
It was gagging for the event.
Right. And it was like, okay, all right, cool. I like Anne. So I was like, it's cool. But the skirt, the detailing on the skirt, from what I remember, it was either like a beaded or pleated something. I just remember that I found it interesting.
So, and the thing is that all of these things are obviously very expensive garments, but it's like a joke, right? If you have to explain the joke, then the joke isn't funny. So if you are dressing for an event and you got to explain, if someone's like, yeah, this is simple, but this is made out of, you know, solid crystal eel farts or something, you know, but, you know, people, if you got to explain why the outfit is gaggy, then it's not gaggy. You know, a gag has to stand. A serve has to stand on its own. You shouldn't have to explain why this look is a serve. You know what I mean?
Solid crystal eel
farts. I mean, don't we all? I mean, I've got like a whole box full of them, you know, around the corner.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I never like what they wear when they dress when they're together.
They don't give me. Now I will say the way this dress is cut and the coloring and all that stuff, she gives in this picture, she's giving me with the little bang, she's giving me like a 1950s Barbie type of look, but it doesn't do anything for me. They
And
just
I
always
will
look
say
like
that Gabrielle Union is at least as old as we are, and this bitch looks like she is 22 years old.
she is. She is. Mm-hmm.
So, and I do like the crystal and jewelry embellishments on the vest, but it really just looks like
Does he have one nail polish?
yeah.
Okay, I was like, is that
And the
okay?
nail polish looks like it matches the embellishments on the waistcoat.
Okay, all right.
It just looks like a really nice groomsman's outfit.
Or display look.
Yeah. I don't know why I even put this one on here. We can skip that. Danielle Deadweiler in Who Decides War. I thought this was a cute look. I like that, well, I don't know that I like it. I get that. I feel like it's on theme, but it's ugly to me.
It's not one of my choices.
I like this.
So I like the idea of this. Yeah, I like the idea of this. I don't know what went left. I don't think it's anything to do with the outfit because I do like that. Maybe it's the hair that's like I feel like you're covering up the top of it. I feel like the top of it, whether it was the collar or something, was some other dramatic piece. So maybe with an updo or a side hair or something, but not so much hair. That's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like this.
It's not enough hair, or it's either too much hair or not enough hair. You know what I mean?
I think it's too. Yeah, I think it's too much. I think it's too much.
That's what I'm saying. So if for what it's either not enough hair, meaning that she do something like huge, or she needs less hair.
So
this is like this is the to be wrong.
I'm thinking the Bride of Frankenstein with the same exact color, but no white streak. That would be a look
streak that matches what she's wearing.
That part too, that could work.
Miley Cyrus, I kind of like this.
I like the jacket. The jacket I do like. I'm not even gonna lie. I do like the jacket because it has like a crocodile or print or something like that. I kind of like the jacket. It looks okay. I will put her underneath Coco Jones. Maybe she's down there with Anne and Zendaya. So, but Zendaya's on the top of the three of them.
Yeah. This turned me all the way the fuck out. When I saw this on TikTok, I was like, bitch.
All the feels. And when I tell you Jodie Turner-Smith is turning this, all the feels from the hat. Oh, baby.
I love a off-center hat. Yeah. I love this too. I mean, I love the cane is really the fitted nature of this, because I think this is a jumpsuit, and the cane is doing it for me. Plus, this fascinator.
It's giving me zoot suit realness, but this picture of it makes me like it because when I saw it before, I didn't particularly care for it. But I got into this shoe a little bit because I think it's either Balmain or
and it's like a deer toe or whatever.
Like your toes and it. Yeah, I think is it Balmain or is it? I can't remember who or Balenciaga. I can't remember. But yeah, I do like it. I like this. It looks good on. It looks good.
Mm-hmm. I really like this. I like the fitted, the way this was fitted, at least until we get to like where this hand is.
So
then I feel like it feels like
this I feel is giving, when we talk about homage to Josephine Baker, I feel like this is an homage to Wednesday Addams.
Yeah. Then let's see.
Nope.
I did not like this. I felt like this was I mean, listen, it looks good, but it feels like a costume from Wicked. And that maybe
I
that's unfair to her because she was in Wicked, but it just feels like a costume from Wicked to me. Like she took one of the looks and was just like, oh, I'll wear this to the Met Gala, and sure.
I felt like she should have covered her legs, and I'm gonna tell you why. Her legs feel it was such the
Because she's so
musculature.
skinny.
Yeah, the musculature it would look really weird to me. I don't know. Something just seemed not quite right to me. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Next up, hold on one second. Doechii and Louis Vuitton.
So this was cute. This was very Doechii to me. And I
Yeah.
thought it was it's very androgynous. And it made me think of, I think every kid in every, well, should I say every black gay male, cisgender or black gay male kid had a suit like this when they were a kid? The one with the short
Yeah. You know what? It's very Buster Brown.
Right, like that was what it was giving, but it's Louis Vuitton, and it was cute. And then notice that she had the little LV paint on the side of her face as well. So it's cute. It was real cute.
This freaked me out.
I'm gonna say no.
Just dash over that.
I'm gonna say no.
I thought that I think this is ugly. I just want to go on record, but I think it's very in keeping with the theme.
I don't. There's several issues for me. Like, okay, I kind of like the jacket. I mean the train that she's holding on, the red and black. I'm sorry. I like that part. I don't like her outfit. I don't like this hair. Swiss looks okay, but then I was kind of like, the do-rag was okay and it kind of fit, but then I was kind of like, well, maybe not, but at something it just felt off. I don't know what, it just felt a little off.
Yeah. I kind of like this look. This now to me, because this is very 30s, 40s dandy look.
Zoot suitish. It, cute hat. That's all I got.
Lana Del Rey should have just stayed home.
Go next one.
Ayo Edebiri and Ferragamo. I didn't really care for this, but
it's all right. It don't, it's all right.
I think also don't. There's not enough fabric here for me to call this a train.
Yeah, it's in the ballpark, but it's just not.
I know what they're trying to go for, but it just felt like a no for me. And I thought this was ugly as shit.
So
it looks like I know where we're going with the proportions and everything, but the proportions are so off to me till this just feels crazy to me.
Well, I think that's what makes it actually okay. Now, let me be clear. It's not one of those things where I'm thinking, oh, she's breaking it down. For her, okay, great. Not many people can wear this look and do what she does with it. Like, if this was a Grace Jones outfit, it would have looked amazing on Grace. So I'm trying to give her some grace. And I feel like, okay, I feel like it's a choice, and it's not in a bad way, but it's a choice.
Yeah. Chance the Rapper, I just think he's cute. So
that's it. That's all I got.
I don't even know why Future showed up in this outfit that it looks like he got either from Forever 21 or ASOS.
Child, he went to Urban Outfitters and got that off the sale rack, honey. Go on.
FKH.
Nope.
I mean, it's giving flapper, but that wasn't the theme.
Nope.
This is on theme to me, on trend.
So I'll go with it. I'll accept it.
This feels like she's in a production of Alice in Wonderland.
It was too much. They went overboard with it. Like I feel like Anna Wintour. Look at yourself, take one thing off, and then walk outside.
Yeah. Same thing.
Oh,
This in this. I mean, I get it with the big, huge flower and everything, but this, no.
oh, okay. Well, it's a look.
Yes, yes, Regina. You didn't care for this?
I am gonna say so. I like the silhouette.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I like the painting or the embellishments on it, but I like the silhouette.
Okay.
I'll go. Yeah, I like the silhouette.
I love this by Abdi.
This is a good look.
Yes, I like it. I don't even know why Nicole Kidman bothered to show up. And this cinched at the waist and then cinched at the hip thing makes it look like she got a fupa, and that's not a good look.
We're just not gonna.
Keke Palmer looks cute.
No, she didn't. Cause them black leggings. No. And listen, that baby is in the gym. And I listen, baby, feel however you want to feel, but baby, I feel like I want to make her eat a sandwich.
Yeah. Now this is a dandy. This is an 18th century dandy, but a dandy nonetheless. This is it.
I feel like even with the white and like it's the coloring and the richness of the velvet it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I feel like if there were some more like the crisp white shirt, I don't know if I would have. I feel like if he wore a different pant, like even if it was like a maroon pant or something, it would have still given like really rich.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I like the idea of everything, and this is a good thing. I would have just maybe changed the coloring of the pant.
Yeah.
I like the
I would have
fabric.
liked to see it with a hat on.
Yeah, I like the fabric. That's it.
Yeah.
So I kind of like this. Yeah, I just kind of like it. I can't really, and it feels like this Prabal Gurung, I believe. It feels like they are a fan or a student of Tom Brown and or this time period. So I feel like it's this, but I like this. I thought this was pretty good.
I'm pulling up a few other looks that I didn't get a chance to put into this slideshow. So I don't like any Usher just looks like he's going to a wedding. The outfit that she's wearing though is festive to me. I like this.
It's pretty cute. I like that.
Especially this piece.
Yeah, I like that. Like, listen, I would wear that outfit. I would wear that. Yep, I would. Mm-hmm.
Dapper Dan.
This was a miss for me for Dapper Dan, and of all people, I'm like Dapper Dan. Dapper Dan. I was like, nope,
All right, so where were we? Okay, all right. So what slide is this? This is. I don't know who this person is, but I kind of like this look.
I like this picture. I can't really tell what else is going on because it seems so dark, but I do like the picture.
Yeah. I thought this was very dandy.
It's dandy. It is dandy.
Okay.
That's all I got.
I also just think he's cute, so.
And there it is.
Sorry.
There it is. Okay. Kate
Renata,
yeah. Baby, listen, I'm glad you were there, but yeah.
And then hold on, I'm pulling up another one of my favorite looks. I gotta.
Wait, do you have? Because listen, there were two looks for me that shut the entire place down for me last night or the other night. One of them was Jodie Taylor-Smith. Now let's talk about Janelle Monáe. So when she first hit the carpet, she was in that jacket, and I was just like,
Right.
something about this didn't work right for me. And I was like, I'll say I like the idea, but I don't like the execution. Baby, when he opened that jacket, I got into this. I said, this stinking bitch.
Right.
I stinking bitch. And the detail for me was the eyeglass being attached to the motherfucking hat that's hanging in front of her eye. That
and
is what got
a working eyeglass.
Yes. It was another slay for me for Janelle. I don't expect anything less from her. This is in her zone. This is if I had to say, besides the idea of what Dapper Dan used to do, somebody pulling off a dandy type, but I would say Janelle Monáe would have definitely be in that dandy, that whole dandyism, all of it.
Yes. I could have just left him off. Yeah. He's giving trade for us to dress up for an event.
That part.
I don't even know why I put this in there.
We're gonna go past that. We're gonna go past Quest as well. So listen, the good thing about Rihanna is she showed up preggers. This baby is dropping. Gary Bop dropped baby number 3 at some particular point. Baby, she is. Listen, but it's a cute look on her though. It really is a cute look on her. That's all I got.
Yes, that's all I got too. This was another one they gave me.
Let me just listen. For me, this was the other outfit that stopped time for me. And it was the picture when you saw her walking up the stairs and the train was hanging. Listen, Miss Tiana Taylor, when I say that bitch she is cold motherfucking clean from the beginning to the end, to the top to the bottom, from the in to the out, to the left to the right. Miss Tiana Taylor is clean.
Yes.
And she knew it. She knew it. Clean.
Oh, she 100% knew it.
Clean. Good God. Even with the little with the do-rag on and the hat, clean.
Everything about this was a serve for serve's sake. This one I was like, her, you look terrible.
Listen, don't tell
terrible to me.
You can't tell Law Roach that he ain't the shit. He decided he wanted to put his Ken hair on. You can't tell Law Roach. And he'd be like, well, your hair is great. You know, who styled your wig? What wig? Bitch, what? That's what we doing. Okay. Oh, okay.
Good for you, love. I
like the dress.
This went under the radar because it was about tailoring. So
I like the dress.
Is the actual tailor's ruler shaped into a dress. So for me, this is fab.
I like it. I like this.
I love this quote on Laquan.
Anytime, any place, I would wear this jacket. Baby, I'm going to the supermarket. I'm marching the door like Pepper LaBeija. Baby, you can't listen. I liked it. I definitely like the jacket.
Nicki Minaj was
she wasn't doing too much of nothing for me. I almost didn't recognize her.
This dress from Demi Moore, I liked it because it's shaped like a tie.
It's the structure of it was great. People were I've heard people talk about like, oh my gosh, she looks old. I was like, well, I mean, maybe, but
and you know, I hate it when people say that because you know, women can never win, right? Because
yeah, I'm like, maybe, but like,
look old if you do too much in some people's eyes, or you get surgery, and then they're like, well, why would you get surgery? I mean, you know, so
right.
You can't win for trying.
Yeah, but I, you know, I was okay with the look. I was okay with it, and I like Demi, so I'm gonna give her some credit. So it's not a miss at all. It's not necessarily one of my faves, but it was okay.
Yes, I think we're almost at the end. So Cardi B.
So again, the details, when you get into Cardi's look all the way from the beginning to the end, the hair, the fabric, the all of the intricate designs, it was pretty good. I liked it. And the one thing I feel like is different this time for her, she looks more comfortable in her skin in this look. Like, and the more I'm seeing Cardi, because when she was popping out, she was just like, oh, but she looks very comfortable in this. So that works for me.
Yeah. I don't know who these people are, but they're definitely on trend.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on, I'm trying to pull up a few, so when we keep it going. So
no, listen, we go.
I thought this was I felt bad for her.
Because listen, I'm never gonna say that she, this was not one of my favorite looks for her.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all. Something just wasn't quite right. And then I kept looking at her face. I was like, why does her face look so strange? Then I realized it was netting over the hat that's coming down. So I was like, okay, cool. But something didn't quite work for her. I don't know what it is.
It was not giving what it was supposed to give in the slightest.
Something something didn't right. It didn't do right.
Let's see, who else do I have? I thought Brian Tyree Henry, because this was a direct homage to
Leon Talley. Hell yeah, this was Leon Talley all the way.
Yeah, and so I loved this look. This was okay.
So it depends on the picture that you see, that because I couldn't quite understand what was going on with the bottom of it. And when I saw that it was a picture I saw with her, the hat was over the bottom of the jacket and the bodysuit, I guess, or I guess the dress maybe. But then when I saw it, I was like, okay, well, I see where it's going. But it wasn't Taraji. I've seen her look a lot better. She doesn't look bad. Let me be clear. Yeah, it wasn't giving what I thought it should have gave. Wasn't bad, but just wasn't giving what I thought it should have gave.
Yeah. This look turned me.
This is Lil Nas X.
No, this is Alton Mason. I don't know who Alton Mason is, but no, that is not Lil Nas X. I
do like this jacket. This jacket is oversized and it's a lot. I like that.
It's I mean, I don't know if he's a homosexual or not, but the faggotry of this jacket is killing me.
I like that. I like the cape. I do like it.
Let's see who else we got.
I do like the cape.
Thoughts?
Next.
I think he's not as attractive as some people think he is. I thought this was a fine look, but I wasn't as excited by this look as some people seem to be. All right, so that was all we got for that. Now I still have a few more, so I'm going to just
Renee. He didn't do it for me. Nope, Renee. Sorry.
Yes. So
Lola to my jacket faggotry made me blow snot out of my nose.
So I like Jeremy Pope in this look. So this is made out of the construction burlap that you use to do patterns. And I also just think he's cute. And the curls is
and there we are.
I mean, both two things can be true at one time. It just didn't do it for you. It's a no.
It's okay. If it does it meet Dandy, barely, but hey, that's just my opinion.
I thought this was a horrible look. Well, I would say that I don't want to say horrible. I just don't think that this was flattering on her.
Who is this and what is this?
That's Precious Lee. She's a model. You stay there for 1 second because I got to pull up a couple of other things.
It's the tatas are tata-ing. I do like a good old leopard print, but something seems a little off to me. And then is that a heel out? Is that a heel out, toe out, heel? Something about that heel out, toe out, heel situation I don't like. If that's what it is, but hey, listen, I'm not at the Met, so
right. So then next is Mother.
I didn't see this.
Oh, yes. Angela Bassett turned it. I love this look by Angela.
She looks good. I do like this. She looks good. I will say she looks good. I do like this on her. I like the hair and everything. Like I love, like Miss Angela Bassett is another one of our queens that does this hair situation, and she does it right. So I got nothing but love and respect for Miss Angela.
All right, I gotta pull it. So we're going. We've had a lot of wins, but you know there's going to be some misses as we come up. Hold on. All right, so I can close that. Next up. So Dameron Idris was in that AMC series Snowfall, and he's also why is the screen not moving?
Don't know.
I'm going to skip over it. Actually, this is the picture that I want to share.
Listen, this feels like
they looked so good together.
I'm sorry?
You didn't like this? Really? I thought that it's okay. All right. So what don't you like about it?
It's giving me Kentucky Derby.
I thought was, dandy adjacent.
Barely adjacent. Norm looks good, but I feel like he's in that cousin's wedding that decided that everybody wanted to wear white. You know what I mean? Like that sort of thing. Like, but Debbie in that hat and that I don't. This is not
giving you that, but he's like, let me show you young bucks how it's supposed to be done. All right, so next up, Shabuzi.
Okay, this was interesting.
And when you finish, I have an announcement to make.
Was it one of my favorite looks? No. I did again. Devi and I were talking about this, and he was saying he was like, He said I saw it in the picture. He turned to the side. He said that man got ass. I was like,
baby, because I saw him walk out of whatever hotel he was staying in, and I was like, this. He had all of this shelfage in the back. I was like, Jesus Christ.
So do I think it's dandy? No, but do I think it's a good look? It's okay. This will be dandy adjacent for me.
For me, I thought this was very dandy with the. Well, I could see why you think it's dandy adjacent. So sure, but I have found my first inspiration for Code Red 2026.
Baby, I see it. I see it now. Baby, it's gonna be hot glue guns. It's gonna be
yeah. Now that I feel confident with that glue gun,
baby, it's listen. It's gonna. Yeah, I see it.
Now I was disappointed. I saw some people that hated this, and I fucking loved it.
I was disappointed in Tracy.
Really?
Because Tracy comes through always with a definite look and a statement and definitely something very fashionable. I'm not saying that this is not fashionable, but for Tracy, I felt like I don't know. I felt like it wasn't a slay for me. But I love this fabric though.
Hold on, I'm still pulling stuff up.
Yeah, love that.
Now I'm being like, like, oh, okay, I see a couple of cute things that I like instead of pulling up everything. All right, so, all right, are you ready?
Hit me with your best shot.
I don't know that this is my best shot, but.
And we're walking. Next photo, please.
I felt so bad for her because I was like.
Next photo, please.
Next photo, please. In the interest of full disclosure, I think Henry Golding is very sexy.
And there we are.
And I thought it was on trend.
So yes, I think he's a very attractive man. I definitely, and it does give me, he's the just like in Sinners, he's the Asian man that hangs out with the black folks, and every now and then he comes and shake a tail feather with him, and this is what he wants to wear. So I feel like it's kind of appropriate.
Yes. Then the last one that I have, I mean, I've got a bunch that I could pull up. But I really like this look by Edvin Thompson.
It's cute. I could work with this. I definitely could work.
Are there any that I'm missing?
Listen, as long as you sold Tayana and Jody, I was good. I don't care about nobody else, but there was a whole lot of people that I saw. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. But yeah, but this was a good recap. Definitely a good recap.
Yeah. So it was fun. And then because baby,
Lola, that's Tim's. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I think that was Tim's. That's who you're talking about in the red with the red and with the red suit and the black.
Okay.
I think that's what you're talking about, Lola.
And so
we missed Tim's. So can we find let's see what Tim's had on. I don't know if Tim's had a Met Gala look. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, let's see if we can find it.
I'm pulling it up now.
Let's see what we got. Yes, Lola, we are interactive, baby. This is for y'all as well. Come on.
This was cute. You're quiet, Epic.
This is Tim's?
Yes. All right. So what? So how about?
I don't know. It's not a bad, but I don't know. I don't. Okay. I mean, okay. Okay. I don't have anything bad to say about this at all. Nothing bad to say about it. It just wouldn't have been something I would have pointed out. Like, you got to see this look. But hey,
what about this?
Listen, the Lady Diana of the Rosses can do whatever the fuck she want to do, whatever the fuck she want to do it. And the fact that in my mind, I believe that Diana already had this look in her closet and just decided she's gonna pull it out. That's what I believe.
Of course. I mean, the fuck. She ain't need That's been waiting for the right opportunity.
Like, that's all that I believe this is. Like, he was like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna wear it. Okay, that's it. But do I think it was amazing? No, it was a statement, the train, but it was okay. It's Diana Ross. Like, this is on brand for her as far as I'm concerned. This extravagance, this is on brand for her to me.
Yes.
Okay.
And so
And listen, Lola, I was not being, listen, it wasn't being shady. I was just giving
it
my
sounded like it to me, Lola.
Well, if that's how you took it, then girl, okay, all right, that's all I got. But I mean, it ain't speaking to my heart.
We're really good.
It ain't speaking to my heart. But it's all right. But listen, she's there. I'm not. I'm on this YouTube with you. That's what we doing.
So I've got a couple I keep pulling more. So I liked this look by Jordan Roth.
Ooh, that's cute.
And
you know who else was? They said Mary. So I saw a picture of Mary J. I wasn't a fan of her headwear, but
I didn't like that outfit that Mary J looked like she had on. She was, about to pass out.
No, Lola, I was never shading you. But I do like this look on. Who did you say this was again?
This is Jordan Roth.
I like this look. This looks really good. I do like this. This is definitely a good look for me. I like this.
So another one that I liked was this look on Mona Patel.
Oh, that's cute too. It's giving
because did it zoom in? No, it doesn't.
It did a little bit. It's giving an homage to what's her name with the umbrella, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Oh yeah,
Mary Poppins.
Yeah, so what you can't really see really good, but this is a sequin corset bodice.
Okay. Lola, listen, I am going to.
That was shady. That was shady as shit, Epic.
I am going to listen. That was not shade. So I was going, I'm apologizing because it was not intentional shade. Let me say that. It was not intentional shade. I was not being shady. Love you. Love all the fam. So no, I was not being shady. That was not my
mad. She just fucking with you.
I know that. I get that, but I just want to be clear.
It sounded to me like he was talking shit, Lola. That's all I'm gonna say.
But I'm still stand on it. I mean, I wouldn't have said come and see this look. I mean, you didn't have to run and see it. It was a look. It was, but that's that's all I got. That's all I got.
I got a couple more. Oh yeah, we're about to wrap this up because we're about to run out of time. I mean,
listen.
All right, so I have how many?
Your pack. I am not.
Yeah, so we'll wrap it up. So I like this look by Tremel Tillman. This isn't the best picture of it, but he has like this corsage that like goes all the way up. It's gorgeous.
Okay.
I like that look. Where was I? Oh, this look by Mary J. Blige. I didn't really care for this look.
I mean, people were like, "Oh, the hat is great," and I was like, first of all, where is the hat?" And then I was like, looking, I was like, "Oh, it is a hat." Okay.
Oh shit! And this. All right. So this is the last look. The last look. I thought Whoopi looked amazing.
I'm on the fence with this for Whoopi.
Okay.
So I think it fits her pretty well. I like the idea of it. It's not wrong. But it would be her choosing what she likes and versus me choosing what I like. So I think it's okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think it is on brand.
I hear what you're saying, and I can see that. Yeah, but I really liked that look. So yeah, so that was fun. I mean, I have been enjoying the various commentaries on TikTok. There are a couple of designers that or fashion commentators, like people who are really in the industry and not just the kids talking shit So you actually learn about, some of the things. Like that was how my opinion about the dress that Jenna Ortega had on changed, because I was like, oh, she's got on a dress and whatever. But I was like, then like this person like zoomed in, was like, no, these are the actual rulers that have been molded to fit her body. So I was like, oh, okay. So like my whole opinion changed once I found out a little bit more about it. It went from a dress that's fine in the way that Bob Mackie dress made out of the American Express cards was fine. It went from that to like something entirely different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think that's one of the things too, when you start paying attention to the fabrics and how it's put together, or you have an idea of how it's put together, that's when I became to have a real respect for designers and tailors, and because there's so much thought that goes into it, with how it lays, what it's made out of, how it's going to look, how it's going to move. Like there's so much, even how you model it coming down the runway, there's so much that goes into it. And you're like, oh, okay, well, all right. The wrong person can wear your dress and it just looks like shit, but the right person rocks it. It's amazing. Right. So yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of thought that goes in. So I do like that though. But I respect I respect the game. I do.
Well, y'all, it was fun. We are on episode 295. So that means there's only 96, 97, 98, 99, 300. We got 4 episodes left until episode 300. So we're going to have a show every Wednesday in May. We're going to have an episode the first week in June, and then we're skipping 1 week because I'm going to be out of town somewhere. Oh, next week, girl, I will be coming to you from the finest Courtyard Marriott in Hartford, Connecticut. I have to go there. I have to be there for work.
You have to be there for our fans in Connecticut. It's okay. It's all right. I get it.
Yes,
we have 1 or 2 in Connecticut.
Exactly. Our fans in Connecticut. Yes.
We have 1 or 2 fans in Connecticut. It's all right.
Exactly. Well, all right, kids. It has been lovely. We will see you all next week with lots of adventures from our time in Florida, and hopefully some videos. And we will see you then. Epic, any last words?
Yeah, I'm trying to go lay down and relax. That's all I'm doing. I mean, there's some fun that's supposed to happen, but I'm trying to lay down. I'm a little tired.
Right. Well, all right, kids, we will see y'all next week. Bye. Mwah, 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 mwah. All right, so